What is up, hooligans? And happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. I appreciate all of you guys being here. If you're over on Rumble, please hit that like button. More likes equals more hooligans. Go and read through the schedule really quick, and then we will be checking on all the chats. So let me know how you hooligans are doing today. Then, of course, we will be getting things started. We're going to be starting off with a video titled Bird Flu Outbreak, U.S. Increasing Egg Imports to Lower Prices. This is, I don't even know what to say about this. The last time that we covered a video on the chicken flu or egg prices, they were saying that the prices come down more than 50% and that we're basically out of it. But according to News Nation, nope, we're not even close. Prices for eggs are still skyrocketing and we have to import eggs from foreign countries. I don't know. It just sounds like blatant lying to me, but either way, it's in the news, so I figured we'd cover it. Then we got an interesting video titled Biden-nominated former U.S. attorney was found dead at their home. Circumstances of death are under probe, says the police. This is a really weird story because obviously this person's connected to Biden, but what's weird about it is none of our news is covering it. The news that we got is some foreign stuff. You'll tell by the accent. You're going to be like, where the hell did you find this? Our news is not covering this for some reason. I don't know why. Then we got a video titled 23andMe files for bankruptcy. This is one of those DNA tracking companies where you send them your DNA and they figure out what your nationality is and whatever else. But now they're filing for bankruptcy, so any information they have on you may be up for sale. Then we got a video titled Trump standing by team after alleged Atlantic war plan leak. Apparently the Trump administration is being accused of texting top secret information, specifically war plans. Weird accusations going around. Because of that, Gabbard was brought before some board of people, and it's titled Gabbard and Warner Clash Over Trump Cabinet Group Chat on Military Plans. I can't tell if this is something that actually happened and they're suffering the consequences of their actions, or if these are just accusations. Just one more thing to try and pull down the Trump administration. Then we got a couple videos on Crotchety Crockett. First one's titled Jasmine Crockett assaults a correspondent. Second video is Crockett making fun of Texas governor for being in a wheelchair. I mean, if you don't have enough reasons to not like this person, we're just making a list. Then we got a video titled President Trump, we may be presenting you very shortly with an executive order ending sanctuary cities. We covered that 4 mayors from these random sanctuary cities were before Congress. They got grilled. They admitted to federal crimes. Then they went back to running their sanctuary cities, and nothing is changing. So it sounds like President Trump's about to hit him with an EO. Then we got a video titled Columbia student sues Trump after officials say her permanent legal status is revoked. This is one of the pro-Hamas protesters that was, I think it's the one that was trying to self-deport and ended up getting picked up before she left the country. I think that's who this person is. But either way, it's one of those situations where this person loved to support Hamas, and now they're being looked at under the microscope for it, and now they're really sorry, and they're claiming that everyone's mistreating them. Then we got a follow-up video titled Trump administration has new accusations against Palestinian activist Mahmud Khalil. That is quite the name there. But either way, more accusations coming against him. Then we got a video titled High School Coach Fired for Pulling Player's Hair. Team was on the court. Coach walked up and yanked this girl by her hair in front of everybody. And, well, now he's getting canned. Then we got a video titled Collaterals. Arrested during Boston operation, Homan confirms. Now, this is a weird video because they're trying to make it seem like he did something wrong. He went to bust illegals, and they're searching for violent illegals. Well, while they were finding these violent illegals, they were hanging out with non-violent illegals. So everyone got arrested because they're all illegal. But for some reason, the news doesn't understand that. So they act like these are innocent people that got picked up by ICE. Then the last little bit of the news is lefties losing it. This one's titled Elon's trans son blasts his father in Teen Vogue. Of course, it's a plethora of lefties losing their marbles. Then we'll be getting into the fun stuff. We'll be opening today's door from the advent calendar that was sent to us by Wad. Then we got 2 funny videos of the day. First one's titled Not Lizzo. And then our official funny video of the day is Gay Parking Only. All of that's coming up next. But first, we're going to read through the chat, see how you hooligans are doing today. What is up, everyone over on jeffmaclive.com? What's up, Snooks? What's up, Tin Man? What's up, Jay Spray? What's up, Get Some? What's up, Astro Hammer? What's up, Turbo? What's up, Mac Daddy? Happy freedom, you hooligans. Appreciate all of you guys being on the website. And what is up, everyone over on Rumble? Bobby, you were first today. I appreciate you racing the chat, Bobby. Snooks, you're omnipresent. Appreciate you. What's up, Kung Fu? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Tony Rez? What's up, Rappy? What's up, Kevin? Appreciate you guys being here. What's up, Ghostly? What's up, Silverwolf? What's up, Grind? What's up, Fanatical? What's up, Rip Curl? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. What's up, Scout's Dad? What's up, Elisa? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Lori? Appreciate you being here. And what's up, Elder Zoomer? You hooligans, hit that like button. See if you can get us on the front page of Rumble. And what is up, everyone over on Kick? What's up, Zeus Boot? Happy freedom to you. And what is up, everyone over on Twitch? What's up, Cat? What's up, Tony Rich? What's up, Two Ruby Shoes? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. And what is up, everyone over on the communism platform? Sassy Patriot, you were first over here. What's up, Silverwolf? You're omnipresent. Appreciate you. What's up, Get Some? You were omnipresent. Appreciate you. What's up, Tomafia? What's up, Salty Ragu? Happy freedom. What's up, Vinny C? Appreciate you being here. Let me see. What's up, Mike Ingalls? Appreciate you sliding through. You hooligans are welcome to hit that thumbs up button over on the commie platform as well. And what is up, everyone over on X? Are we buffering on X? Or is it just me? Nah, I think we're okay. Either way, let's go ahead and get into things. We're going to be starting off with this first video titled Bird Flu Outbreak, U.S. Increases Egg Imports to Lower Prices. Like I said, this just sounds like blatant lying to me, but whatever. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you hooligans really quick that we have these Golden Age t-shirts. Now, this design was created by Alistair, and Alistair is a badass in just about everything he does. So I will be posting his links in all of the chats for you hooligans to have the opportunity to hire him for your creative needs, because if you think it, he can create it. Now, this design does come in shirts for men, shirts for women, tank tops for men, tank tops for women, pullover hoodies, zipper hoodies, coffee mugs, stickers, dog tags. We even made cooking aprons out of this design. Today I got on the plain Jane Jeff Mac t-shirt. We got lots of items and lots of designs over on the merch store. I'll be dropping all the links in all of the chats while we're watching this first video.
Americans are crying foul over egg prices, and the United States is looking to the rest of the world to come in and help out. The bird flu outbreak has been devastating for farmers, driving the cost of eggs up over 65%. Now the Trump administration is turning to imports from all corners of the world to try and drop these prices on the breakfast staple. News Nation's Elizabeth Pran has more for us this morning. Elizabeth, this isn't the only step the Trump team has taken to fight these rising costs.
You're right, Marquis. There's a number of steps that they're taking, right? So egg prices have dropped a little bit. They've stabilized a little bit in March, but they're still dramatically high, right? So the administration is looking at ways to combat this. You mentioned imports. We're seeing imports from Brazil, from Turkey, from South Korea. There were other countries in contention, but this is who we're working with now. There were different regulations in the way with some of those other countries. So these eggs, typically broiler eggs. So, there's two types of chickens. You have the layers and then meat chickens. So these are mostly broiler chickens. And usually these eggs are used for processed foods like pet foods. But now they're going to be used in cake mixes or salad dressing. So it's essentially going to take the strain off of fresh eggs hitting the shelves. What also is the administration doing? Well, the USDA is supporting farmers, investing in bioscience, investing in vaccine research, and then, of course, just helping them, supplementing them, because they have sustained huge losses since 2022. So let's look at the price of eggs. So last month we were talking about this, right? It was really high, $8.17. It's dropped around $4.90 now. But the administration is also thinking about changing different regulations. We talked about those meat birds, maybe allowing them to contribute more. According to research, in just 1 year alone, we could dispose of around 360 million eggs. They're tossed because they don't meet refrigeration requirements. So what advocates are saying is that this is an untapped resource. If we change some of that, perhaps we can get some of these eggs in the food supply. Experts do warn that consumers could see fluctuations in egg prices over the course of 2025 between 15 and 74%. So a lot of these consumers are a little bit cautious when they see that $4.90 a dozen.
Yeah, and families have had to change menus, rebudget, around this too. So everybody's watching this quite closely. Elizabeth Brand, thanks so much. Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to join.
Okay, so I guess now we're importing eggs. We're taking on foreign eggs. Go away, YouTube. Jesus Christ loves us. Anyways, like I said, it sounds like blatant lying to me, because the last time that we covered anything related to eggs, they were saying that the price had dropped more than 50%. They went from being about somewhere between $8 and $10 to being $3 or $4, which I thought was near normal prices. It's hard to tell after 4 years of getting hate banged by the Biden administration. But now they're claiming, oh no, the prices are still way too high and we have to import foreign eggs. And I guess the Trump administration's doing that, even though we cover Trump every day and we've never heard him say that. But okay, let's blame him for it. It's the Democrat way. But the reporters sound like they're just blatantly lying. They sound like they're just stringing the words together right there. They're like, eggs, the eggs, they come out of the chickens, right? And, well, it's expensive, so we don't like that. And there's other places that got eggs. No, we're going to take their eggs. Whatever you say, buddy. Like, whatever the fuck you say. We literally just covered a story a couple days ago about how everything's pretty much getting back to normal. Nope, now we need foreign eggs. I don't know, like, open borders for eggs at this point, I guess. I don't know. But either way, it was in the news. I figured we should cover it because, well, the normies, they eat this stuff up. So even though eggs are about $4 right now, they're going to still be under the impression that they're $10. These are trans prices at this point. Either way, next up, Biden-nominated former U.S. attorney found dead in their home. Circumstances of death is under probe, says the police. Now, like I said, none of our news is covering this. I don't know why. I think it's because it's connected to Biden. But either way, that's what's coming up next. First, we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about News Nation lying about eggs. What's up, Turbo? Happy Freedom. Esther Hammer, they're definitely charging more. Yeah, see, I didn't know how much prices, like what the prices were for eggs. Everybody was saying it's about $3-4, and when I went to the store, they were $5 or $6. But I never buy eggs. I could buy a carton of eggs and not eat them all in a year. I just don't use them. This seems to impact more restaurants than anything else, because they're the ones that got to have eggs in stock to make breakfast and all of that. But I don't know. Guess great. Come here to relax and watch cock videos. Thanks, Jeff. Yep, no problem. Guess 10 man, I hardly eat eggs anymore. That's how I am. I don't really be eating eggs like that. Astrohammer, CBS reported bird flu in the backyards of Lansing, Michigan. Next, we'll have Governor Whitmer and her gay attorney general shut down backyard chickens in Michigan to keep us all safe. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at that at all. Put the chickens in lockdown. She loves that stuff. Silver Wolf, I went to a gas station and a gallon of milk almost cost me $6. How much does milk cost? I don't drink milk either, so I don't know how much milk is supposed to cost anymore. What's up, Tree Herder? Happy Freedom to you. Scout's dad, eggs are overrated. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is all they got to fearmonger right now. Is got to worry about the eggs still. Bobby, Turkish eggs? It's ironic. Can't accept donations from the Turkish government, but you can accept eggs from them. What's up, Cheddar Steve? Happy Freedom to you. Bro, I got 3 of my illegal housekeepers pregnant at the same time. They're all hot, by the way. Well, good luck to you, Cheddar Steve. I don't know what to say about that situation. What's up, 8 Crow? Happy Freedom to you. 8 Crow, you named one of the chickens after me? Well, I am honored. What's up, Meta? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Talon? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Guess Who? What's up, Master Meatball? What's up, TPP? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Cheeky Chops? What's up, Cam? What's up, Visions? Vision, milk's about $6 a gallon where you are. Well, it sounds like we're all paying the same for milk. What day is it? Is it Tuesday? Nah, I probably won't be at the store today. I'll take a gander next time I go to the store and see how much milk is here. What's up, Cindy? What's up, TSM? What's up, Tony Bridge? Happy freedom to you. TSM powdered eggs? I'm not a big fan of powdered eggs. I'm pretty sure that's what they feed the inmates in jail. I mean, they add pubic hair to it for texture, but, you know, that's about it. What's up, Scott Johnson? Happy freedom to you. Well, I appreciate you, Cam. Turbo, what? I heard milk from the nuts is good for the hair. I aim high. That's fantastic, Turbo. Quite considerate. It is quite considerate. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and move forward here. Like I said, we got a suspicious death. It's titled, Biden-nominated former U.S. attorney found dead at home. Circumstances of death is under probe, says the police. Now, it's really weird that our news is not covering this. It's sort of weird. I guess not really weird. It's sort of weird. So you're going to have to deal with the accent because there's no Americans talking about this other than me, I suppose. Go ahead and hit that like button if you got a like button, and let's get into this.
The former U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of Virginia, Jessica Aber, was found dead at her home on Saturday morning. Police are now investigating the sudden death of the 43-year-old lawyer. According to reports, Alexandria police officers discovered Aber's body shortly before 9:20 a.m. local time, after receiving a call about an unresponsive woman. The official cause will be determined after an investigation by the Virginia medical examiner. Aber was appointed by Joe Biden as attorney for Eastern District of Virginia, but she resigned for her position in January. She was serving as the assistant U.S. attorney in the district from 2009 before taking on the role as counsel to Assistant Attorney General for the Justice Department in 2015. Aber received the Assistant Attorney General's Award for Exceptional Service from the Department of Justice in 2019.
Okay, a little bit of clunky news there. But like I said, none of our news channels are even talking about it. They don't want to talk about someone dead related to Biden, just like what happened at the Obamas. One of their staff was just randomly dead, and nobody knows about it, never heard a follow-up on it. And considering our news won't even touch this, I don't know if we're going to get a follow-up on this video. But either way, people connected to Biden just dropping dead. Discovered a dead body. They don't even tell us, like, if they seem to have been murdered or something else. Nope, no suggestions. Next up, 23andMe files for bankruptcy. Like I said, this is one of those DNA companies where you send your DNA in to see what your nationality is and whatever else the data is that they give you. Well, now that they're filing for bankruptcy, they're trying to get bought out. And if they get bought out, they're going to buy your information too. It's coming up next. But first, we're going to read through the chat and see what you hooligans think about this individual, this bizarre death related to the Bidens. What's up, Hair Juicer? Happy freedom to you. What's up, J-Dog? Happy freedom to you. MSM is protecting Biden like the chef. Yep, that's exactly what it seems like. I mean, I don't know why else our news is it's not talking about it. I've been Googling it and everything else, trying to find more mainstream news than whatever that was, but nobody's talking about it. A-Crow, Clinton side? That's what it sounds like. What's up, Pumpkin? Happy freedom to you. Ghostly happened right here in Virginia. Even local news only mentioned it and then moved on. Yeah, they don't want to touch it. Silver Wolf, Chicken Jeff, stop pooping in my backyard. It's better than regular Jeff pooping in your backyard. J-Dog bite inside. Meta, you think they died from natural causes? That person didn't seem very old, but maybe. What's up, Killer J? Happy freedom. Guess who? One good thing about high prices, the kids who are utter demons won't waste them on egging people's homes. Shit, the kids these days, they'll burn your house down and hold their phone out selfie mode while doing stupid dances in front of your house being burned down just for some TikTok clout. And I wish kids today egged houses. They're pushing people in front of trains and shit, trying to be famous on the internet. Kids are dangerous right now. What's up, Proud Patriot Girly? Happy freedom to you. Turbo, remember when we used to TP houses? I never did stuff like that. Never egged houses. Never really did anything to anyone's house that I could remember. Kick the door in, go and pull somebody out. That's about it. Astro Hammer, these kids will steal the eggs. They've been stealing from roadside private egg sellers. Oh, I believe it. Around here, people get firewood stolen. I don't know how you guys feel about all that, but here, where there's lots of camping and beaches and all of that stuff, there's people selling firewood all over the place. And they got big racks and stuff, and it's usually got bundles already separated into split firewood. You can go buy it for $3, $4, $5, $6, depending on where you go. And people do this to make money on the side. And it's all over around where I live. But every year, there's people stealing the wood from the crates now, or stealing money from the lock boxes that is right next to the firewood crates, and it's an issue. Kids being bored and doing bad things. Shroomers, the kids these days will just steal the eggs, driving the prices up even more. Yeah. What's up, MU? Happy freedom to you. Bobby, I poop in the bushes. I have class. It's very nice, Bobby. Kevin, Jeff should start referring to himself in the third person. I do sometimes if I'm really trying to explain things. President Trump does it all the time. He does it all the time. He'll be like, yeah, that's a Trump policy. Instead of saying that's one of my policies, he's like, nah, that's a Trump policy. Like, you know what? You're right. Master Meatball, when I was in high school, the cheerleaders would TP the houses of the jocks. It was a sign of affection. I didn't go through any of that when I was in high school, Master Meatball. You could tell, like, the girls that were, hot for boys and stuff because they were walking around pregnant. Like, it was like stuff like that. It wasn't really TP in houses and stuff. What's up, Crazy Times? Happy freedom to you. Mitchell, why do Democrat women have donkey teeth? Because it's a dude in a dress trying to pretend to be a female. That's why. Damn Democrat females. There was a man last week. Snooks, I was mad one night and drove down the street throwing just rolls of TP at people's yard. Really? Should have added my name on the list. I mean, I could always use free TP, What's up, Russell? Happy freedom to you. Glad you made it home safe. What's up, Mr. B New? Happy freedom to you. Yeah, Cheddar Steve. Yeah, see, that was kind of high school shenanigans I was seeing. What's up, Rich? Happy freedom to you. Turbo, my mom was a cheerleading coach and we had a pool, so a bunch of the cheerleaders would come and do practice and then they'd swim in the pool. I stayed my ass away from the window and played Halo Reach. It's the way it's done, Turbo. Girls are trouble. Anyways, we're getting into this next one. Like I said, 23andMe files for bankruptcy. This is one of those DNA companies where you spit in the tube or you do something with the tube. And then they figure out your nationality and everything else. It's coming up next, but first I want to remind you hooligans really quick. If you would like to participate in Free Speech Saturday, make sure you post all of your memes over on Discord or on jeffmaclive.com. Just hop in the group chats on either platform. You'll see the tabs labeled memes. Drop what you got and we'll shout you out as we're making Saturdays more fun. Let's get this pulled up here. Maybe if this shit will act right. Do the thing. There we go. All right. Once again, this is 23andMe files for bankruptcy. Hit that like button over on Rumble as well as over on the CommuTube, and let's get into this. I don't know why I can't unmute the videos today. Having a hard time.
Well, genetic testing company 23andMe filed for bankruptcy over the weekend and is now searching for a buyer. Nancy Chan reports on privacy concerns for the millions of consumers who have learned about their genetic heritage through the company.
You always wonder, who does make you who you are?
We've all seen the commercials. Since 23andMe was founded nearly 20 years ago, 15 million people have mailed their saliva and about $100 to the biotech company. In return, they've gotten back their genetic heritage, health reports, and surprise connections with long-lost family. Now in bankruptcy, the company will likely be sold.
I do think this is a privacy nightmare.
Jenny Foz with Consumer Reports says customers' genetic information could be part of a corporate sale.
In this data, there could be clues about diseases that you have or diseases you may be predisposed to. And what that means as far as how it impacts your life and your pocketbook is that you could end up getting charged more for insurance coverage, or in some cases, you could even be flat out denied coverage based on your genetics.
Simply because of your DNA.
It's hard to know who will gain access to this data.
Once worth $6 billion, the company has lost 98% of its value.
Headlines say you're fighting for survival.
Gail King interviewed co-founder Ann Wojcicki last November.
We're doing all kinds of things for the first time. So we will make mistakes, 100% admit all of that, but we will always, my commitment to the world has always been, I will always learn from my mistakes.
Those mistakes cost her her job. 23andMe assures customers it will delete their genetic material if they ask, saying in a statement, data privacy will be an important consideration in any potential transaction.
What should people know moving forward?
People should know that genetic information is highly sensitive, that any institution that has your genetic information could have a different future than what you're imagining right now.
Nancy Chen, CBS News, New York.
Anyone who signed up for 23andMe has already given permission for their personal information to be sold. That was in the fine print. So if you have an account and you want to delete your data, you can log into their site, go to settings, and submit a request.
I like how they attach that right on the end there. They're like, by the way, if you've been messing with this company, you've already given them permission to sell all your data. Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? See, when TikTok gives your data to China, it's bad. But when Facebook sells it to China, it's good. When 23andMe sells your data to the federal government, that'll be fantastic. Like, I don't know. It doesn't sound good to me. That's why I've never done any of that stuff. Yeah, I'd like to see what kind of genetic makeup I'm made out of. I have a good idea, but, family history is a little cloudy. God only knows. But never wanted to give anyone any more data than I had to. And now we see why. Like, this is a perfect example of why you shouldn't do this, because we'll see how it goes. Having your data stolen. Your DNA data. It's bad enough when they steal your data on your phone and all of that, but no, they're going to take your DNA data. They're talking about how you could be blocked from coverage and stuff, which I don't care about. Maybe I keep being told that when I get old, I'll care about that stuff. We'll see if I ever get old, but I don't know, it doesn't sound good. And it makes me wonder, like, if there's other things going on. If 15 million people have sent $100 in DNA and doing this, that, and the other, and it's so damn great, well, then why are they filing for bankruptcy? What is the point of that? And not every company that files for bankruptcy tries to get sold. So it seems kind of weird that they're trying to sell off everything instead of recovering their business. I don't know. Seems a little weird, and there's sensitive data involved. I don't know if we'll have a follow-up or not, but it sounds like you should be contacting 23andMe if you've sent them DNA. Try and get your information deleted. Otherwise, maybe the federal government will own it. Next up, Trump standing by team after alleged Atlantic war plan leak. The Trump administration is being accused of inviting random people into a sensitive chat where they were discussing war plans, and apparently a journalist makes claims that they were invited into this chat and they were witnessing classified information being spread. And now basically everyone is accusing the Trump administration of being a risk to national security. We got two videos on this. The first one is just kind of a summary of what's going on. The second one is Tulsi Gabbard and Warner clashing over Trump cabinet group chat on military plans. This is her going back and forth with some asshole discussing this very topic. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about 23andMe filing for bankruptcy. Jay Spray, don't start a business with no returning customers. That's true. What's up, Cassie J? Happy freedom to you. Geez, hair juicer, I know you were sick. I hope you start feeling better. Russell, I want a clone of me, and I'll call him Mini-Me. I guess, Russell, will you be able to claim him on your taxes as a dependent? I mean, you know, get you a couple extra doll hairs there. Jay Spray, guess she didn't learn. Nope, she admitted that she would learn from her mistakes, and then she made so many mistakes she don't have a job anymore. MU, best policy, don't give anyone your information. That's true. What's up, Information Warlord? Happy freedom to you. Information Warlord, I doubt it was an accident, more like an orchestrated leak. I mean, it could be, but it's really weird. Apparently they were using a chat. They were all discussing things that they shouldn't have been discussing in that chat, and then they just randomly invited a journalist to join the chat. And I don't know, it's a weird situation. Thank you so much, Wild Turkey, for that $5 donation over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Wild Turkey. Thank you so much, and happy freedom to you. This is Happy Freedom, hooligans. Thank you, Wild Turkey. What's up, Matthew? Happy freedom to you. Ghostly, 23andMe was always data collection for medical AI. Definitely could be. I was always warned against that stuff. Mr. B knew I did it. My mom found a long-lost cousin. That's pretty interesting. JDogAncestry.com is good enough. I found a lot by myself for $100. See, I've been curious. I just don't want to give people my info. Bobby, I sent them my underwear. What would they send you back? Pumpkin, their DNA has probably been stolen already. They've probably been selling this data this whole time. Information Warlord, one journalist bait hook caught. Yeah, it just seems to be blowing up in the Trump administration's face, though. That's the thing. Hair juicer, you don't know what's wrong with you? Turbo, I saw that. I saw the chat. From what I've seen this morning, it was a staffer that put him on the list. I can't remember who it was. They were saying it's somebody important. I think, because I've seen like 4 or 5 videos on this. I think the one I added to the schedule talks about who put that guy in the chat. Hidu, happy freedom to you. It was a leak just like the SCOTUS leak and the ICE leak. Government is full of traitors. Yeah, I think you're right. What's up, Paul? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Post Malone? Post Malone, I hate 23andMe. My dad found a daughter he never knew about. Now he loves all those grandkids more than us. Yeah, Post Malone, that's rough stuff. So that's the other thing, is I don't need more family members. I just don't. I don't like being around people. I just don't. I cover too much news, and it makes it suck to be around people because everybody else is a bunch of normies. And so when I start talking, then they all start looking at me like I'm crazy, and I'm like, okay, I don't need this nonsense. I'd rather just not be involved in their life and let them just live happily and ignorant. What's up, Corey Luca? Happy freedom to you. I believe the lady that got fired or step down is your favorite YouTube mama, Susan's sister, I believe. That's what a lot of hooligans are speculating over on the website right now. What's up, Mitchell? Happy freedom. The fact that they got all of our DNA at birth, blood was drawn, sure enough. Yeah, could be Mitchell. What's up, Sword? Happy freedom. Visions, who are you talking about? What's up, Will? Happy freedom. What's up, Tony Rich? What's up, Shauna Vision? Appreciate you hooligans sliding through. Let's get those likes up. Hair juicer, sort of. We kind of did. When the story initially broke, we covered a Joe Rogan clip talking about the pyramids, but we haven't done anything since then. Oh, Turbo? No, I don't know who that streamer was that I posted. I was just looking for the lingo. I don't know who the guy was in the GIF. I know what you're talking about, but I don't know who that person was. Russell, get off my lawn. Yeah, you know what's funny is I could tell I'm getting old because I went outside and I saw that someone had backed out of this parking spot, but instead of doing a 3-point turn and leaving, they just backed all the way into the neighbor's yard. And there's like probably 6 feet into the yard and then turned. So, I mean, I'm not saying it's a woman driver, but symptoms were there. But I was bitching about it. I was like, look at this piece of shit. Like, you have enough space to turn. That ain't even my lawn. I'm bitching about someone being in someone else's lawn. That's how I know that I'm getting old. That's old man status. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and get into this next video. Like I said, Trump standing by his team after alleged Atlantic war plan leak. Let's get this pulled up really quick. We actually got 2 videos on this. This first one's going to summarize the situation. Then the second one is Tulsi Gabbard fighting for her life. Yeah, this is right. All right, once again, this is titled Trump standing by his team after alleged Atlantic war plan leak. Hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
Straight ahead, Congress is preparing to question Donald Trump officials today about a secret group chat after a journalist says the administration accidentally texted him about imminent military strikes against the Houthi rebels in Yemen.
Brooke Singman has the latest on this. Good morning, Brooke.
Good morning, guys. That's right. So DNI Tulsi Gabbard and CIA Director John Ratcliffe are the first 2 who could be grilled by Congress with a hearing today held by the Senate Intelligence Committee regarding worldwide threats. So they are just 2 among the 18 people included in a group chat on the encrypted messaging service Signal. And Jeffrey Goldberg, the editor-in-chief of The Atlantic, says he was accidentally added to the group that discussed war plans against Houthi terror groups. Goldberg sharing these texts showing top U.S. national security officials discussing plans to carry out strikes in Yemen earlier this month, including Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, who is calling out the report. Listen to this.
You're talking about a deceitful and highly discredited so-called journalist who's made a profession of peddling hoaxes time and time again. Nobody was texting war plans, and that's all I have to say about that.
Goldberg saying he was invited into the chat by President Trump's national security advisor and that there was highly sensitive military information in those messages.
I was invited a couple of weeks ago to connect with Michael Waltz, the national security advisor. That didn't strike me as particularly strange, given my job and his job. I was shared on a text in this group from somebody purporting to be Pete Hegseth, the Secretary of Defense. And this text contained operational military information.
Trump says he was not aware about the situation. Listen.
I don't know anything about it. I'm not a big fan of The Atlantic. To me, it's a magazine that's going out of business. I think it's not much of a magazine, but I know nothing about it. Well, it couldn't have been very effective because the attack was very effective. I can tell you that. I don't know anything about it. You're telling me about it for the first time.
The White House says President Trump is standing by his team as the National Security Council confirms that the message thread reported appears to be authentic. They are now investigating how the journalist's number was added to that chain. Guys.
Well, thank you very much, Brooke.
All right, so that's a little summary there. of the leaked data or whatever they want to. It's hardly leaked. The thing is that they invited somebody in the chat that shouldn't have been there, and that they were using a chat to talk about classified things that may have not been authorized. That's the thing, is President Trump could have authorized it, but nobody knows and nobody's providing information. They just kind of claim that it's not true. It seems like this would be easy to figure out if it was true or not, but of course it's the government, so everyone's playing stupid. Now, this is of the same topic. This is Tulsi Gabbard versus Warner clashing over Trump's cabinet group chat on military plans. This individual here is grilling Tulsi Gabbard about it. They're trying to figure out why the leak happened, why they were conversing the way they were on the chat that they were using, and basically trying to figure the whole thing out. What's kind of weird is the Trump admin is just denying all of it. The journalist claims that it's true, and for some reason we can't get facts on how to figure this out, what's official and what's not. Either way, let's get into this really quick and then we'll hop in the chat.
Director Gabbard, you are the security executive and set access guidelines for classified information. Did you contact the defense secretary or others after this specific military planning was put out and say, hey, we should be doing this in a SCIF?
There was no classified material that was shared in that.
So then if there was no classified material, share it with the committee. You can't have it both ways. These are important jobs. This is our national security. Bobbing and weaving and trying to, filibuster your answer. So please answer the question. If this was Director Gabbard, if this was a rank and file intelligence officer who did this kind of careless behavior, what would you do with them?
Senator, I'll reiterate that there was no classified material that was shared in that.
And if there's no classified materials, share. And then if there's no classified materials, then you can't even answer the question whether you're on the chat. This is strangely familiar, and I think my colleagues will remember, when you couldn't answer the question, is Edward Snowden a traitor?
All right, so like I said, this seems like a really simple thing. It seems really simple. Go through the chat and see if there's information that's classified. If it is, see if President Trump authorized the use of this chat for classified information. That alone should figure it all out. Alternatively, they could see, does this journalist have access to the chat? I've never used Signal, but if it's anything like Telegram, you should be able to tell who's all been in the chat. Like I said, this seems really easy. I run like 5 fucking communities, and I can tell every hooligan that's there. So, I don't understand. Do they need to call me? They should call me. I'll get this figured out. Take me 20 minutes. We'll figure this out. Is there classified information? Yes or no? Who's a part of the chat? Yes or no? Who invited this person? And let's sit those two people down and have them talk it out in front of each other to see who's lying and who's not. We'd get this shit done in an hour. I don't know. I don't know why they make government so hard. They overcomplicate this stupid shit. So now these accusations are going out there, and all the Democrats are screaming and crying and howling and ripping out their man ponds like they're starting a lawnmower, and trying to say that President Trump and his admin are a threat to national security because of this. This is like the big news for the day. It's not big news to me, which is why I didn't put it at the end of the schedule, but this is all everybody's talking about, is these stupid text messages. And I think it's really interesting that they're trying to find the leaker so quickly, because they didn't find out Roe versus Wade or any of the other leaks that have happened. They didn't even try and investigate that stuff. But here we are, text messages. Yep, better drop everything and hold an investigation. I don't know. It seems silly to me. Next up, we got 2 instances of Jasmine Crockett being more trashy than you ever thought she was. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat. See what you hooligans think about this war plan leak. Russell, the journalist, has lied about Trump before. Yeah. But look at how much power he has. He went out there and lied, potentially, and now they're holding congressional meetings and stuff like that. They're sitting before the Senate or whoever those people are. That's a lot of power to go out there and just make shit up, and now everybody's got to stop what they're doing and go through an investigation. That's crazy. Guess you're wearing nothing. Socks. Got nothing but socks on. 10 Man sounds like espionage. It does. Russell, it was a mistake, but I doubt the operation plans was sent. Yeah. Well, even the chat that they showed, it just seemed like very short responses. I mean, it didn't seem like conversation was happening. 10 Man media propaganda is at an all-time high right now. Yeah, absolutely. It's so hard to find news because all the news companies want to do is talk about Trump. We could have a whole day of just talking about Trump news because that's all they want to talk about. Mac Daddy, yeah, it seems like a stupid setup. I think so. Man, just like these Tesla, the Tesla, the Tesla dealerships being set on fire, cameras everywhere, and they won't prosecute anyone. Yeah, 10 Man, exactly, and they're claiming that is domestic terrorism, and they're still not doing anything about it. And these Teslers, they got 360 cameras on them. Apparently, you could see all the way around the car, and nobody's going to jail. And people are doing all kinds of crazy stuff. I've seen some guy sticking his hand up his ass and then wiping it on the door handles. I'm like, who's got time? He had to drive back home with ass on his hands. Like, I just don't understand. To be so miserable. I don't know. J Spray, they would send classified information through a chat. Not everyone has the same security level. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that they were doing that. I don't know what Signal is. I'm going to have to look into that. But this seems like a really simple problem to figure out. J-Dog, those ass hands. I know. The damn Democrats, they just get worse every year. What's up, Free Texan? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Metal Mouth? Happy freedom to you. Elder Zoomer, I walked up to a Tesla and fingers in my own ass. That'll show Elon. Yeah, Elder Zoomer, it's just, why is that the move? That's the right move right there? I don't know. Pumpkin, it was his ass. I mean, I guess, but once he touched another person's belongings, that's where he crossed the line. Metal Mouth, did that moron get arrested, or is he still on the loose? As far as I know, he's still on the loose. I seen a video where somebody peed on a Tesla. They stuck their hand up their ass and touched a Tesla. I've seen 3 videos of people keying Teslas. I'm trying to think what else. It's stupid. These people are so stupid, and nothing happens to them. As far as I could tell, these people are still on the loose. What's up, Disco? Happy freedom to you. Free the Texan Pacific Pundit is saying it's a hoax. Just posted a link in the general chat. Could be. I mean, like I said, this is so simple. Just look in the text. Is there anything classified? If not, then what is everyone bitching about? It's really that simple. Too old to care. Oh, sure. Tell the world classified war information. What a dumbass. Yeah. I don't know why anybody would do that. Hidu, it's so cute to pretend when Democrats pretend to care. Yeah. They don't care about anything except for being offended. What's up, Sage Pup? Happy freedom to you. Hidu, too many AIDS leaking like SCOTUS and ICE. Yeah. And it's like they never find out who did it. They did find some of the ICE leakers, and I think it was Kristi Noem had fired them. I don't think any of them have been prosecuted, though, and I don't get that. I don't get that. I remember like when government jobs were supposed to be really serious. So if you fucked up, it was really serious. Now you just get fired. Oh, you gotta get a new job. You spilled government secrets, put our national security at risk. You're getting a new job. Okay. Whatever. Like, shit, you can be arrested for walking across the street if you're not within those little white lines. But man, you spill secrets about the government, you're fired. Oh, okay. So stupid. What's up, Electric Hammer? Happy freedom to you. Pumpkin tards. Yes, they are. They are. You are right. Josh 1776. You see all those dead people I tagged you in? Yeah, I did. It happens. I don't know why that one guy jumped out the window. He had good form though. I will say that. He dived out of that window at like, I don't know, 5th story or something. Perfect form before he hit the cement. Yep, he did a good job. I mean, he doesn't know that, but you know, get a Ouija board, we'll let him know. Anyways. What's up, Murdercom? Happy freedom to you. Blowing kisses at me, Murdercom? Well, thanks. What's up, Pag? Happy freedom. What's up, Frank? Rich. Twitch is freezing up. I don't know why Twitch is doing that. What's up, Tactical? Happy freedom. Scott Johnson, if Hegseth said it's not, then it isn't. He gets to decide what is. Yeah, Scott Johnson. That's what I think too. If he was involved in the chat, leave it up to him. You know, he's the Secretary of Defense or whatever his job title is. He's the man in charge when it comes to that stuff. Scott Johnson, everyone's a classified info expert in the media and the public now. Yeah, exactly. It's real bad over on TikTok, I'll tell you that. What's up, Skulls? Happy freedom. What's up, Guy? I'm looking for something. Oh, I see visions. Well, I want to give a huge birthday shout out to Lisa. Happy birthday, Lisa. I hope today kicks ass for you. Thanks for sharing us out, Wayward, and happy freedom to you. Wayward, the cards are definitely smarter than the leftists. You are so right. Russell, I don't know what you're talking about. We're going to get on these next videos here. We're going to play them back to back. First one's titled Jasmine Crockett Assaults a Correspondent. And the next one is Crockett making fun of the Texas governor for being in a wheelchair. She's a real piece of work. I hope nothing bad happens to her because, man, will we ever stop laughing? Like I said, the first one is Jasmine Crockett Assaults a Correspondent.
Hello, Congresswoman.
Horse manure. Well, that sounds like fun.
Wait, Congresswoman Crockett.
Prostitute. But it sounds...
Congresswoman Crockett, you were recently on a Tesla takedown call calling for violence on the 29th.
Right?
Would you like to clarify your comments?
As you can see.
Congresswoman, will you condone violence at the Tesla?
All right, so that's the first one, Crockett there. Also, she's walking side by side with Representative Burchett. And we've covered Burchett a couple times. It usually makes sense when he's talking. He kind of seems like he's got common sense, but there he is, giggling and being friendly with piece of shit Crockett. So that makes me question Burchett's everything. We got one more coming up with Nasty Crockett. Crockett shit Crockett. This ain't Davy Crockett. All right, this one is titled Crockett making fun of Texas governor for being in a wheelchair.
because we in these hot ass Texas streets, honey. Y'all know we got Governor Hot Wheels down there. Come on now. And the only thing hot about him is that he is a hot ass mess, honey. So yes. And because we.
She is the Cardi B of politics. Like, she really is. She's just awful. She is awful. Awful to look at, awful to listen to. Terrible representation of Texas. She's just an awful person. I don't know. One of the most unlikable people that I've seen in a while. Next up, we got President Trump. We may be presenting you very shortly with an executive order ending sanctuary cities. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat and see what you look think about Jasmine Crockett. Jezebel Crockett. Cassie J, she's not very professional. No, she's not. Russell, she is horrible. She is. She is horrible. I don't know who would invite her to anything. Russell, Crockett is so toxic. Yeah. She's awful. I wish they would vote her out or something. Just make her go away. Turbo, Ghetto deserves a voice too, though. Well, yeah, but the thing is from what I understand, she's a little rich kid. She's born with a silver spoon in her mouth. She just puts on Ghetto mask. All the people who live in the south side of town should tell her, our culture is not your costume. They should let her know. She's just playing a character. 10-man fake lashes, fake hair, fake nails, probably a man. She probably is a man. Josh 1776, did you see her tweet instantly playing the victim worse than the track chick? No, I didn't see that. I'll have to go look it up. Josh 1776. There's so much gruesome stuff on X. Guess some bitch isn't even from Dallas. Yeah, she's awful. I don't know what else to say about her. She's awful. Josh 1776. She claims that the reporter invaded her personal space. Meanwhile, the video shows her lunging at the reporter. Oh, I see what you're saying. Hold up. Let me see if I can find that really quick. She's such a piece of trash. Oh. Yesterday she's talking shit about Nancy Mace. Well, when Nancy Mace tunes her up, we're just gonna laugh it off. Nancy Mace would beat the shit out of Crockett. I don't know what Crockett's thinking. She's an idiot. I would love to see them go throw hands. I don't know. I'm not seeing her say anything about the assault that she committed. I don't know. I'll have to look into it after the live. Turbo, Nancy Mace would lap her up like a thirsty dog. Yeah, I don't know what Crockett's doing talking bad about Nancy Mace. She's on X saying, I guess Nancy Mace doesn't want to take this outside. Yap, 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 yap. I'm like, okay. If you want it to be that way, see, Nancy Mace can go into the girls' bathroom with you. So, whatever happens, happens. Ghostly, in the ghetto, the louder your mouth is, the slower them hands are. You are right. The person that talks the loudest usually can't fight. Metamouth, I would pay good money to see Tulsi Gabbard snatch her wig off. Tulsi Gabbard probably put her in the ground. Like, I don't know. She doesn't want it with Tulsi Gabbard. For the good Texan, I'd pay money to watch Nancy snatch her wig off. Hell yeah. So we need to bring back Celebrity Deathmatch. Pumpkin, Dems are a big joke. They need to get her under control. I think she's trying to outdo AOC in the stupid Olympics. I think that's what's going on. AOC kind of is turning into background music compared to Crockett. What a piece of shit to go out there and make fun of, I can't even think of his name, Greg Abbott, for being in a wheelchair. She wants to cry about racism and then turn around and do something like that. What an idiot. What an idiot. Pumpkin, her voice is brain piercing. Yeah, her smacking her lips is what drives me nuts. Just everything she said, this, that, and the other. Da 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 da. Clicky clicky with the fingernails. Like, just can't stand that. Mike T, what a classless POS. You are right. Let him out. That wig is more real than she is. Yep. Free the good Texan. Fix your district, you useless whore. I know. They are worth nothing. They are worth nothing. They are constantly letting down their constituents. What's up, Cody? Happy freedom to you. Mike T, the new Snow White. Yeah, I can't believe what they did to the Snow White movie. Disney needs to just stop. They just give it up. Just give it up. What's up, Viola? Happy freedom. What's up, Plague Doctor? Happy freedom to you. Pag. We just played the video of her assaulting the camera person. Master Meatball, Hot Wheels? Come on. If that's the best insult she can do, she sucks at being a comedian. No, she's just funny to look at. She's not actually funny. What's up, Lisa? Happy birthday to you and happy freedom. What's up, Itchy? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Rear Wheel? 23andMe isn't sending the verification code for people to log into their account. Oh, that's really interesting, Rear Wheel. Did you write customer service and see if they're even responding? Pesky, I hope Jeff never seen her beach video. I think I have, if it's the video I'm thinking of. I don't know. If I never had to see Crockett again, I'd be alright. Scott Johnson cosplay ghetto. Yeah, she's LARPing as a ghetto child. Guess she's a Tiffany Henyard clone? Yeah. Yeah, they're both one and the same. Alright, hooligans, we're going to get into this next one. Like I said, President Trump, we may be presenting you very shortly with an executive order ending sanctuary cities. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, really quick. If you would like to join the membership program over on Rumble, all you have to do is click that big red subscribe button right below where you type in the chat. Now, if you're on Android and using the Rumble app, you're unable to see that big red subscribe button. So you got to go to rumble.com, come to the live, hop in the chat. And like I said, right below where you type in the chat, you will see that big red subscribe button. Click that button and jump through the hoops, and your name will be highlighted as an official Rumble hooligan. You'll have access to our custom emojis. We got chapstick emojis, scream and goat emojis, Klaus Daniels emojis, President Trump emojis, and more. It's a lot of fun during the live, especially during a Trump live. So definitely go join the membership program over on Rumble. Let's go ahead and get into this. This is President Trump talking about sanctuary cities and how he might write an EO to put an end to it, since these people aren't going to do it themselves. Either way, hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommiTube, and let's get into this.
Rights away from the citizens of this state and their city. and we're going to be ending sanctuary cities if we find it necessary to do in certain major areas, and we may just end the entire thing altogether because it's just a way of protecting criminals, and nobody else is benefited by that. And for some reason, Democrats want to keep and they want to shield criminals from being sent back to their countries or being sent to prison. And in the meantime, the crime rate has gone through the roof. Under Biden, it was through the roof. It's starting to come down, but we're taking a lot of people out of here. So we may be presenting you very shortly with a executive order ending sanctuary cities. Rights away from.
Well, I kind of feel like he should have just did that in the beginning. We knew that the sanctuary city mayors being summoned to speak before Congress wasn't going to do anything. We knew that they were going to show up. They were going to admit that they're terrible human beings and that they're protecting illegals and not doing anything to help their constituents live a better life, and that nothing would be done about that. They'd go home and they'd continue to be disgraceful pieces of shit. And that's exactly what happened. So, I mean, it's nice they went out there and admitted in front of everybody, in front of the American people, that they're just worthless lowlives. But President Trump is saying he might sign an EO and put an end to all that shit. I wonder how it'll go. Maybe we'll have a follow-up on it. Next up, Columbia students sue President Trump after officials says that her permanent legal status has been revoked. This is another pro-Hamas protester that's been arrested and about to have their status stripped for sympathizing with terrorists. Of course, they want to blame everybody else for their behavior. That's just the way they are. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about President Trump and his EO to end sanctuary cities. Russell, sanctuary cities are illegal. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't make sense that we got to waste time doing all of this. You got to make more laws because criminals invaded the country, which was already against the law. It's kind of like the border situation. They were trying to get Biden to close the border, and he's like, oh, we got to pass more laws. No, you don't. No, you don't. Why? Like, why? Just close the damn border. President Trump came in, closed the border. We didn't have to pass any laws. Like, this stuff is so stupid. Illegal is illegal. There's not like 3 or 4 or 5 layers of illegal. It's just illegal. And if it is, do something about it. It's stupid. It's like playing semantics with our country. Like the whole mass deportation thing. We're like, oh, well, we got to do this and we got to do... What do you mean? We were invaded by 25 million illegals and they want to slow down the process of kicking them out of the country? That doesn't make sense. Metamouth. No, I don't even know what you're talking about. I haven't talked to Alistair about it. Why? Are you seeing your profile picture being used somewhere? I can't even make it big enough to be able to tell what it is. I can see the flag and I see it's got words on it, but I don't know what the words say. What's up, SOS? Happy freedom to you. Bobby, Nancy Pelosi's beach photos were hot. No, they weren't. Don't you lie to us. We know that ain't true. Free the Texan, all the left calls Abbott Hot Wheels. That is messed up. That is messed up. They don't want him to use fire, fight fire with fire. They'd be all mad. Metal Mouth, MTG would put her in the ground. Yeah, I'd like to see MTG versus Crockett too. Metal Mouth, you'd have to send me a picture of it. I can't really see what the image is. What's up, Shroomish? Happy freedom to you. Plague Doctor, we played that as the funny video of the day about a week ago. Master Meatball, the federal law has been declared unconstitutional in Arizona. but not on the federal level. I don't know what is wrong with all these states. Well, I guess I do know. It's the lack of accountability. If Tom Homan actually arrested these people like he originally said he was going to, then they wouldn't be doing what they're doing. They wouldn't be standing in the way of mass deportations. He originally said before President Trump's inauguration that if mayors and governors choose to aid illegals and stand in the way of mass deportation, that they would be prosecuted. They would be handcuffed and prosecuted. Well, when the hell is that going to happen? Because they're playing their part, but Tom Homan isn't doing anything. So I don't know what to do about any of this. Sucks. We did our part. We had a vote in President Trump. We did the thing. Come on, guys, do something. Like, shit. What's up, Loopy? Happy freedom to you. Itchy, you only had to send one mayor to El Salvador, and that'd be the end of that. You are right, Itchy. I mean, they don't even have to do that. Just send them to the county jail. Handcuff them in front of everybody, walk their bitch ass up out of the Capitol, and then put them in jail. Let them do a weekend in jail, and then see how all that goes. Because I really think if there was even just a little bit of accountability, people would think twice about making these stupid decisions and choices. They're playing semantics because they got it so easy. They know there's no consequence to their action. So they could sit here and just play the word game all damn day because there's no alternative to it. Throw them in jail. They'll start taking life a little bit more serious. That's why we take it serious, because we would face jail. Like I said, you walk across the street incorrectly, you can go to jail. These people out here, they're staying in the way of federal law. And then going on TV and announcing it. And then going home to bang the kids in cages. Like, just no accountability anywhere. What's up, TJ? Happy freedom to you. TJ, the only strange kitty I got is Klaus Daniels. He's doing the parameter check right now. Vinny C, Bondi, and Cash have been non-existent. Yeah, and that's a problem too. Kash Patel was sitting right next to Tulsi Gabbard while she was getting grilled about this leak. Kash Patel keeps saying on Twitter that he's going to do stuff, and, you know, I got hope for it, but nothing's being done yet. Pam Bondi, we've already seen that she loves publicity more than anything else, so I'm not real impressed with Pam Bondi. I'm still hoping that Kash Patel will do something, but like Tom Homan, this is starting to become another disappointment situation, because he specifically said that he would make sure that this didn't happen, and now it's happening, and nobody's doing anything about it. And it's like, I don't know. This just sucks. Tin Man, big booty Latinas. If she's a 9, she's fine. Yeah, we played that. Alex Stein. Yeah, Alex Stein. And people did not like that video. I thought that video was hilarious. Yeah, Cody, you know, but joking with your friends is different than announcing that the kid across the way is who's in a wheelchair, making fun of them. You know, that's different. Me and my friends, we joke about stuff too, but I think them talking bad about Greg Abbott because he's in a wheelchair is wrong. I mean, if he was talking bad about them because of their skin color, would that be okay? You know, it wouldn't be okay. So they shouldn't feel entitled to make fun of Greg Abbott for being in a wheelchair. You want to make fun of his haircut? You want to make fun of his goofy accent? You know, then do it up. But to make fun because he's in a wheelchair, that's low life stuff, you know. And of course, that's separate from joking with your buddies. Shroomish, primetime Alex Stein gets it right. You know, what he does is not very different than what we do. I didn't really watch him until Hair Juicer was talking him up. And I seen one of his lives. I feel like we would fit in over there. Maybe we should try and get an interview with Alex Stein. Bobby Pimp on a blimp. Turbo, Alex Stein's got that right kind of energy. He's pretty funny. Hair Juicer, send me the link if you find it. I'll check it out after the live. All right, hooligans, we're going to get into this next one. Like I said, Columbia student sues President Trump after official says her permanent legal status has been revoked. Oh, well. I will not ever stop thinking that it's hilarious watching these people get mad that sympathizing with terrorists is wrong. Like, you got to learn these lessons in life, and these people are 20-something years old, and they're like, what do you mean I can't sympathize with Hamas? What do you mean I can't sympathize with ISIS? That's free speech. No, it's not, you fucking idiot. Of all the lessons you got to learn. Anyways, hit that like button over on Rumble as well as over on the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
Right now, the Trump administration faces a new lawsuit, and that's as another Columbia student said that the feds had searched her dorm after she had participated in a Barnard sit-in just earlier this month. Now, the big question is, where is she? And that's after she was stripped of her legal status as a permanent resident here in the country. Now, the feds are on the search for 21-year-old Yunseo Chung, who had participated in the pro-Palestinian demonstrations and was arrested like many other students. While she doesn't appear to have a prominent figure in the demonstrations that caused a shakeup last year, the administration argues her presence in the U.S. hinders their foreign policy agenda of halting the spread of anti-Semitism. Meantime, outside the school grounds yesterday, another protest as professors rallied against the school's concessions to the Trump administration. The professors calling for freedom of speech and academic freedom. Many say Columbia caved in to what will become a slippery slope.
Capitulating now will mean we get more demands later. Our own history tells us that.
Making these changes would allow an overbearing government to bully our university.
Now, Columbia in a statement says that the actions that they have taken will make the university stronger and a place free from discrimination. The university now looks to have that $400 million restored in federal funding that was stripped from their school. Now, we are live out in Morningside Heights this morning. I'm Phil Tate, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Okay, another radical protester being arrested and stripped of their legal status because they decided to sympathize with terrorists. 21 years old. It's like, yeah, this is the thing to do. Oh, okay. And I think it's real funny that Columbia University is talking about how they're making changes to make sure that there's no discrimination on their campuses. They were saying that last year when these pro-Hamas protesters were talking about genocide openly on the campus grounds. They even went before Congress and all of that, and they were being questioned. Is it okay to talk bad about a specific group of individuals, like Jewish people? And they couldn't even provide a straight answer in reply to that. They kept just doing the spin around, just trying to talk around giving an answer. Now all of a sudden they're like, well, we're making sure that, nobody's being discriminated against. Well, yeah, now that the damage has been done and you're no longer receiving federal funding, it shouldn't have came to that. But they enjoy being radicals. That's why they radicalize their students. And now they're hosting they should be charging the school with teaching students to be sympathizing with terrorists. That's what they should do. Stripping their funding is one thing, but they should be taking some of these professors to prison, claiming that they are aiding terrorists. Like, they need to really do something to make people stop thinking it's okay to break the law at this level. Leaking government secrets, teaching 20-year-olds how to sympathize with terrorist organizations. This shit should not be going on, and the consequences should be a lot more stiff than being kicked out of school or simply losing your job. This should be like losing your freedom. Being locked in a cement room with guys that'll fuck you when you're trying to sleep. Like, some real punishment. There's real consequences out there. There's people who get jammed up in little crimes, small crimes, and got to go to jail, got to go to prison, got to pay fines, got to be on probation, got to be on parole, got to do community service, got to, so on and so on and so on. But then these people, they're not getting shit, So I'm glad that the students are finally getting picked up, but I think that they should do something to the school itself. Restricting its federal funding is not enough. So look at how they're trying to wash their hands of this. Oh, we changed our policy, so just give us our $400 million back. No, you caused this shit. Fuck you. You're never getting shit. I hope your school goes out of business. I don't know. This is why they don't make me president. I'd be getting shit done. I would be getting shit done. I don't care about people crying and shit. I will smile at people while they cry. Fuck them. Anyways, next up, got a follow-up video here. Trump administration has New accusations against Palestinian activist Mahmud Khalil. This is the first Columbia student that was arrested and having his green card stripped for sympathizing with terrorists. He's got a court date coming up here in April. And like I said, this is a follow-up video because we're staying up to date with Mahmud Khalil to see if he actually gets sent back to his country. Because I really think the left is trying to make this their new George Floyd. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about this Columbia student suing President Trump because they were acting like a dumbass. Turbo, if you cry after 25, you're trans. Basically. Basically. Russell, I'm going to start protesting H2O. I mean, might as well. You know, you might as well. Russell, FAFO. Yeah, they're finding out. Totally care. Most college students couldn't pass a U.S. citizen test. Yeah. That test is actually hard. I don't know if I could pass the damn test. It is pretty difficult. Cody, Columbia U has become a loose cannon. Yeah. And like I was saying, I think they need to be held accountable to a higher degree than just stripping them of their funding. Pumpkin, Columbia is committing self-deletion slowly. Yeah, I think you're right. Told to carry slippery smoke. Is that what they said? They try to say slippery slope and misspoke. I believe it. Metal Mouth. There you go. I think I did that right. Yeah. Bobby, why are they so ugly? Democrats like being ugly for some reason. What's up, Mary Todd? Happy freedom to you. Meta, action, not talk, tough Bondi. Yeah. Yeah, waiting for them to do something. Guess who? These colleges have endowments with tens of billions of dollars. They just sit in the bank and collect interest on. They should get no federal funding. Yeah, I think you're right. Same thing with news. President Trump was talking about that today. Talking about how there's certain news that gets federal funding and that nobody should. We have so many news companies out there. There's no point in federally funding anything because the ones that are federally funded are not, they're not being straight with everybody. They're being heavily biased. And it's like, why is everyone's tax dollars is going to news to only tell you one side of the story? Like, that's wrong. So they should just do away with that. Master Meatball, and where's the Epstein files? Exactly. Man. Look at this cool ass hooligan cat. Styling. That's Klaus in the summertime. Yes. Alright, hooligans, we're going to get into this next one. Like I said, this is a follow-up video. Trump administration has new accusations against Palestinian activist Mahmud Khalil. Now, they're trying to say that this is like another hoax. They're trying to say that the Trump administration is trumping up charges against Mahmud Khalil just because they don't like him, because they're a bunch of racist, stupid news. Either way, hit that like button if you got a like button, and let's get this rolling.
Well, this morning we're learning new accusations against the pro-Palestinian student activist who's been detained for helping lead protests at Columbia University over the past year.
That's right. The Department of Justice claims Mahmud Khalil failed to disclose information when he applied to become a permanent resident. Good Day's Haley Fixler is at Columbia University this morning. Haley, what are you hearing about this?
Good morning, Dan Shoshani. Well, that information includes what officials now reveal is his involvement in a UN agency for Palestinian refugees and his work at the Syria office in the British Embassy in Lebanon. Now, the DOJ now says that his presence and his activities pose serious foreign policy risks. So here is what we know. There have been significant allegations that some members of the United Nations Relief and Works Agency participated in the October 7th, 2023 terrorist attacks in Israel. UNRWA has fired dozens of its own staffers after an investigation into the attack. The U.S. and other countries have since halted funding to the agency. Justice Department officials say because Khalil failed to include his membership in the group and continued employment with the Syria office, that alone is grounds for deportment. Now, originally, Khalil was arrested earlier this month by immigration officers as part of President Trump's crackdown on anti-Semitic and what they call anti-American campus protests. His lawyers continue to fight his deportation. About the new allegations, they say, quote, the government scrambled to add them at the 11th hour, only highlights how its motivation from the start was to retaliate against Mr. Khalil for his protected speech in support of Palestinian rights and lives. Khalil is next due in court April 8th. Now, these protests caused the university to lose $400 million in federal funding. The encampments and the building takeovers caused chaos on campus. The Trump administration demanded several changes in order to regain the money. Now, those policy changes include enforcing disciplinary policies like expulsion and suspensions, mask bans, and reviewing the Middle East Studies program. Now, yesterday, the education secretary announced the university is on track to get the funding back. Take a listen.
I have had such great conversations with Dr. Armstrong, Katrina Armstrong, and we have gotten now to that first level. Columbia has agreed. There were about 9 things we put in place. When she and I met, she said she knew that this was her responsibility to make sure that children on her campus were safe. She wanted to make sure there was no discrimination of any kind. She wanted to address any systemic issues that were identified relative to the anti-Semitism on campus, and they have worked very hard in a very short period of time.
The interim Columbia University president says that these changes are not a reaction to federal pressure. Now, here at Columbia later this afternoon, we know a group has organized what they are calling a vigil in response to what they say are Columbia's concessions to the Trump administration. We also know that a Palestinian solidarity group here at the university is also encouraging people to wear masks in response to this mask ban. Live in Morningside Heights, Dan Shoshani.
So like I said, he's still got ties to foreign countries and did not disclose that when he tried to become permanently here. Now, the news claims that President Trump's just being mean. They're just saying that just to be mean to him. Well, it's either factual or it's not. And it seems pretty specific for it to be just made up. But like I said, it seems like they're trying to make Mahmud Khalil their new George Floyd over on the left. So when he gets deported, is that when the fires are going to start? Is that when the rioting will start? Because it is getting warmer outside. I think only time will tell. Next up, high school coach fired for pulling a player's hair. I can't remember if it's basketball or what it is, but some female sport. And this coach, getting all riled up and getting mad, went and grabbed one of these girls by their hair. After already going back and forth, this girl's already crying, standing courtside, and then the coach runs up, snatches her up by her hair. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about this follow-up for Mahmud Khalil. What's up, Who Through? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Dutton? Happy freedom to you. Nah, I'm trying, Dutton. I hope you are having a good day as well. Hey, thank you for being here, Metal Mouth. I'll check that email after the live. Too old to care. The ugly runs clear to the bone. Yeah, those damn Democrats. SOS, student visa holders get married to an American doesn't mean that you get to stay. Yeah, and even in certain instances where that was the case, there's a Biden program that we just covered either yesterday or it was Saturday. There was a Biden program that was allowing individuals from Venezuela and Haiti and some other country to come here as long as they were being sponsored by an American or a legal migrant. And President Trump put an end to it, causing over 500,000 of those individuals with that specific status to have their legal status revoked, and they're about to be deported. It's like 530,000 people, including those Haitians that were eating the dogs and eating the cats in Springfield, Ohio. They're all a part of that Biden program that just got canceled. And so President Trump is kicking them out. So I don't know if these college students think, like Mahmud Khalil, right? He married an American. I don't know if he did that intentionally to stay here or if it just happened coincidentally because people fall in love. It's hard to say, but either way, if he wants to have ties to foreign countries and come here and say death to America and act like a radical and sympathize with terrorists, well, there shouldn't be any questions on why he's being stripped of his legal status and being deported. Yeah, here, Juicer, you told us. That's badass. Oh, no, you didn't tell us those people were banned from all the owners' businesses. You just said the bar. 10-man Metal Gear Solid was my game back in the day. I used to play quite a bit of Metal Gear Solid. What's up, Zupia? Happy freedom. Glad to hear it, Dutton. Pag, Summer of Love 2.0. It might be. We'll see. I'll check them out, Pag. Thank you for letting me know. Tactical, it sounds like their conduct brought it upon themselves. Yeah, pretty much all of these college students that are getting picked up, I mean all of it, it's not pretty much, all of them. These are people just suffering the consequences of their own actions. And then everyone's like, oh yeah, the mean orange man in the White House, he's doing this to us. No, you did it to yourself. It's so stupid. Slam your own hand in the door and go, fuck that mean orange man. I'm like, what? What? So what happens when you don't raise your kids. They grow up to be idiots like this. Nothing like being an idiot in college. That's the worst thing that we could have done as Americans, is put idiots in college so their college title makes them feel smart instead of wisdom. Like, great, we got dummies with college degrees who think they're smart because they have a college degree. That's fantastic. Yay. Turbo, I do got a Steam wish list, but I don't know how to share it out. 10-man, I can hear that voice in my head. Metal Gear Solid was a pretty hard game to play. The first one was. Thank you for letting me know, Snooks. Vinny C, I think this whole Khalil situation is a distraction. It's something, because he's not the only student to be arrested. He's not the only one sympathizing with Hamas. He's not the only one with some sort of status, as in not being a natural-born citizen of America. He's not the only one. He's not even the first one. So why is he getting all this attention? Why is it being brought up that this is President Trump's attack on free speech? So I mean, it very well could be a distraction, but I also think that the news is hyping it up, and they're trying to motivate this to become a George Floyd situation of sorts, right? This is their new martyr or whatever. And so it's something, Vinny C, because this person is getting way too much spotlight for it to just, for his actions. His actions are not very much different than any of these other protesters. I was saying that when the second, third, and fourth protester was picked up as they were trying to self-deport and hide and do all this other stuff, I was like, how come their names aren't being brought up? How come their face isn't all over the news? They're being picked up for the same exact reasons. But only Mahmud Khalil is the face everywhere. His name is everywhere. Everyone's talking about him. Why? What's so special about this guy? So, I mean, there's something. There's a reason he's getting so much spotlight. Let's see. Oh, yes. Next up, high school coach fired for pulling a player's hair. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, really quick, go check out the Only Hooligan shop for cool custom hooligan items. The shop was created by Alistair, and everything in the shop was created by Alistair. This is all in an effort to get away from third-party providers. That way we have more control over quality and shipping times and prices and things like that. So definitely go check out the Only Hooligan shop, like I said, for cool custom hooligan items. Next video here, going to be fired, or they are fired. They're a piece of shit, I'll tell you that. Hey, you dusty bitch. All right. Anyways, like I said, high school coach is being fired for pulling a player's hair. Hit that like button if you got a like button, and let's get into this.
High school basketball coach is out of a job after being caught on camera pulling a player's ponytail. The team had just lost a close state championship game and has that story.
Congratulations as well to Coach Zullo.
A high school coach caught on camera yanking a young player's ponytail. It occurred just after Northville High School lost a close state championship. Haley Monroe can be seen looking upset on the sideline before Coach Jim Zullo pulls her hair and then gets in her face. One of her teammates, Amaya Tompkins, quickly steps in between them to separate the two. It's believed that Tompkins is Zullo's niece. Zullo, who's 81 years old and a member of the New York Basketball Hall of Fame, was fired immediately. Zullo saying in a statement that he deeply regrets his behavior, adding, "As a coach, under no circumstance is it acceptable to put my hands on a player, and I'm truly sorry. I wish I could have those moments back." He told ABC's Albany affiliate WTEN that Monroe had cursed at him after he instructed her to shake hands with the opposing team, leading to the incident. The Northville Central School District releasing a statement calling the behavior completely unacceptable and saying in part, this individual will no longer be coaching for the Northville Central School District.
Janae Norman, thank you. This was the team's second straight loss in title games.
By the way, the team keeps losing. Okay. That was totally unnecessary. They did not have to say that. Yeah, the coach messed up and the team's dog shit, but anyways, have a good day. Like, what? Didn't have to say that. It's almost like they're justifying it. Well, he shouldn't have did that, but they are a bunch of losers. No, that's wrong. That's not the way to handle that. Holy. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of surprised that nobody showed up to defend this girl. I feel like where was the parents at? If I was sitting courtside and my kid's down there and they're playing basketball and the coach runs up and snatches them up by their head, I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail. I'm not even going to think about it. I'm going to levitate to that location. Just float over there and then wear his flesh like a costume. There's no way. There's no way. So where was this girl's parents at? They just let that happen? I mean, thank God that her teammate was kind of sticking up for her, because maybe he'd have really got at her. He was continuously going at her, and her buddy there was telling him off, hey, you need to chill out and this, that, and the other. Now, when I was in high school, I was a naughty kid. I was throwing chairs at teachers. I was flipping tables. You couldn't say shit to me. Nothing. I would disrupt the entire classroom. I'd put the school on lockdown. We've had it happen twice when I was in high school, and it wasn't even like the way school is now, where they got school shooters situated. It wasn't even like that. They were worried about me before there were school shooters. There's no way. There's no way. A teacher wouldn't have thought about touching me. There's no way. So, I mean, we got these soft-ass kids. They're being raised by soft people. The parents cutting their wieners off and stuff. So, I mean, I can see how we got here. But it's crazy that nobody defended that girl. She was already crying on the court because I guess they were having a back and forth, the coach and her. And then he ran up and snatched her by her head. Her friend should have thrown him a haymaker really quick and put him in the ground, stopped his pacemaker. But that's just my opinion. Anyways, next up we have Collaterals arrested during Boston operation, Homan confirms. So Tom Homan and them, they are still arresting illegals, which is good. What's really weird is the news wants to play semantics. They're calling these people collaterals because they're saying that ICE is supposed to be arresting violent illegals, violent border crossers. Now, when they made this bust and they arrested a bunch of illegals, like 30 people or something, not all of them were violent criminals. Some of them were just illegal. They didn't break the law other than coming here. And now those are being called collaterals. So when you hear asylum seekers, gotaways, collaterals, this all means illegal. It's semantics. These are different titles that all mean the same exact thing. Somebody who broke into the country. And the Democrats, they love their labels. They got to try and put a bunch of labels out there, make you think it's different groups of people. It's not. It's all just illegals. That's it. So the new word of the day from the Democrats is collaterals. That's what it is. So in this video, we're going to be talking about how Mean Homan got collaterals while was supposedly supposed to be arresting violent illegals. That's what's coming up next. But first, we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about this high school coach snatching this girl by her head. I'll check it out, Turbo. Thank you for letting me know. Hair Juicer, I'd whoop ass even if it wasn't my kid. Yeah, Hair Juicer. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, why didn't anybody stand up for this girl? They were going to let the coach rough her up in front of everybody? Jay Spray, you do that to my daughter, you'd see me flying out of the stands like Superman. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. We've gone too long without consequences, and now people think they can do whatever they want. Like, I don't agree with that. Gotta make those punches in the face great again. Russell, I've pulled a girl's ponytail, but it was so I can hold on. Jeez, Russell. I mean, as long as they're into that stuff. Of course, you make them mad, then they turn around and press charges on you. And you're like, what? You liked it when I was doing it. You gotta be careful. Be careful of who you fuck out there. Snokes, I think I'd be kicking her ass? Who? Mac Daddy, yeah, I'm going to jail, plain and simple. I already came close already. Yeah, like, I don't know. I'm really surprised that the coach thought that was going to be okay. It just blows my mind that he thought that was the thing to do. And I like how he's really, really sorry. There's no doubt in my mind that he's done that to somebody else. He's right there in front of everybody. I'm sure the stands are full. They have a game going, and then he just walks up and grabs her like that. What has been going on when nobody's looking? Like, I don't know. It's just not good. What's up, my feed? Happy freedom to you. I'm a mom, and I wouldn't put up with that drop kick. Yeah, exactly. What's up, Marsh? Happy freedom. For the Texan, all illegals. Yep. Separate names for all the same thing. Told Carrie, even if she was being disrespectful, he had no right to touch her. Right. He could have just benched her. You know, he could have told her, no, you need to go sit on the bench. You're done. You're out of the game. You know, when I was in high school and I was playing football and stuff, if we got bad grades or we got detention or anything like that, you couldn't play in the game. And you still had to go to practice. A lot of people made sure they were on their P's and Q's. Because you don't want to be sweating and throwing up from practice 5 days a week just to go and sit the sidelines on Saturday when it's game time. And so, yeah, obviously the coach didn't handle that correctly at all. What's up, Muskie Boss? Happy freedom to you. Elder Zoomer refused to shake hands with the other team. F her. Well, yeah, but like I said, yeah, you know, maybe it's wrong that she didn't want to shake hands with the team or whatever. But at the same time, to have a grown man assault a minor is wrong. You know, that's wrong. Let's go, Brandon. is what we're going to do now? Where the fuck are we on the schedule? 2 more lives. Are you fucking kidding me? Come on, internet. Fucking work. Are we back now? Did a UFO fly over the house? Okay, I guess we're back now, at least for right this second. My internet took a shit. I don't know if that new F-47 just flew over the building or what, but I think we're back now. Just refresh. No, Snooks, the coach's mail. Told to carry freeze tag? Yeah, I guess. I don't know what happened. Like, the internet just dropped dead for a couple seconds there. I don't know what that was about. Type refresh in the chat so anybody who's new here knows what to do. Jeez, I don't know what happened. It was like we just hit a dead spot for a second there. Thank you for letting me know, Crazy Times. Tactical looks like simple assault or disorderly conduct. Yeah. I mean, maybe jostling. Could have maybe gave him jostling, but yeah. Should have been charged. Ooh, I wonder if they're going to censor YouTube. Maybe that's what happened. Is it green? No, it's not green. Oh, sometimes that happens. Sometimes YouTube will do a hard pull and it'll drop my internet, and then when we come back, the screen will be all green. I don't know if it's like a person sitting there and they're like, watch this, and they hit the button. I don't really know how that works, but censorship at its finest. Thanks for letting me know, Plague Doctor. Snooks here and Rumble are connected. One can't do it without the other. Weird. I wonder what's going on. Anyways, we'll get through this before we have any more internet problems. This next one is titled Collaterals Arrested During Boston Operation, Homan Confirms. Now again, this is Homan just doing his job, but according to the liberal media, he's now picked up collaterals. Stupid. So stupid. Alright, so hit that like button over on Rumble as well as over on the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
We begin with breaking news at noon. The Trump administration admitting that it arrested more than just violent criminals in last week's immigration raids in Boston. I'm Jessica Brown.
And I'm Antoinette Antonio. President Trump's border czar Tom Homan telling reporters that many of the people arrested by ICE were, quote, collaterals. Federal agents releasing photos of some of the 370 people taken into custody. They singled out 14 people wanted on serious charges, including murder and sexual assault. But this morning, Homan said there were also many people arrested who were not the violent criminals ICE was looking for.
Because, we just had an operation in Boston, 370 apprehensions. Most of them were criminals, but many were collaterals. Majority of criminals. How come the collaterals? I've said this 1,000 times. Sanctuary cities are going to get exactly what they don't want. More agents in the community and more collateral arrests. Why? Because if we can't get access to the bad guy in the county jail, if they're going to choose to release him in the public, which is just, releasing a public safety threat in the public it's just dumb to begin with. Because it puts your public safety at risk, right? But when you release that public safety threat back in the public, that means we got to go find him. When we find him, most likely he's with others. And if they're in the country illegally, they're coming too.
We asked Governor Healy about Homan's comments, and she said she requested a meeting with him when he was here last week, but he refused. We will be following this story all day on air and online.
Okay, so I was a little off on my number. I said 30 people. It was 370 people. I was a little off there, but the point is that they're trying to talk about these collaterals as if they did a raid, they arrested criminals, and then they arrested innocent people. That is not what happened. Every single one of those people were illegal. Some of them were violent offenders, and others were just simply here when they shouldn't have been. Now, all of them were susceptible to deportation, so there's no need for the damn name game, the labels, the semantics, the bullshit, the crying, the pissing, the moaning, all of that. It's unnecessary. Tom Homan's just simply doing his job, which is nice, and we'd like more of that. And 370 less illegals are here. Great. So now when you hear collaterals, it's just like asylum seekers or any of those other labels. It just means illegals. Illegals are going home. So it's a good thing. Just don't pay attention to the tone from the blue voices you're hearing. Next up, lefties losing it. Elon's trans son blasts his father in Teen Vogue. It's coming up next, and this will be the last little bit of the news. It'll get us right into our fun stuff of the day. But first, we're going to read through, see what you hooligans think about these collaterals getting picked up during these ICE raids. Russell, deport them all. That's right. They should deport themselves. If they're worrying about becoming collaterals, well, it's an easy fix to that. Use the CBP Home app. Take your ass home. I mean, it's that easy. Turbo, have you ever streamed video games before? Because it is a pain in the ass. I will tell you that right now. Let me see what my graphics card is really quick. I have an AMD Radeon RX 6800, and when I stream to Rumble, it is a pixelated mess. And so, good luck to you, Turbo. Streaming video games is such a pain in the ass. Russell, if you come into this country illegally, you gotta go. That's right. And you know, it's not even that bad of a policy. In most other countries, they just shoot you in the face. They give you a closed casket funeral by yourself and the ground, and that's it. In America, we'll put you in a 5-star hotel and use our Social Security and stuff to give you money and all of that. So yeah, a simple ride home is way better than any other country would give you. So these people should take advantage of it. They should deport themselves or, ride the bus with Tom Homan, but they might as well just go ahead and accept the fact they're going to have to go. Jay Spray, well, at least they're making more titles. Yeah, it's about all the Democrats are doing at this point. Turbo titties. Well, they're making more titties, too. What's up, Enter User? Happy freedom to you. Told to care. Homan. Tag them and bag them. That's right. Elder Zoomer. Collateral. More like bonus. I like that. Yep. Found some bonus illegals. Pumpkin. Oh, well. Easy come, easy go. That's right. What's up, Bill Clay? Happy freedom to you. SOS. Coach was her uncle. Big family drama. Big time. That's crazy, SOS. I didn't realize it was her uncle. It's no good. Pumpkin, some may be self-deporting to Canada. Yeah, that could be. Mary Todd, it's the FO for them. Yep. Cam, reasonable. I think so. Jay Spray, only the hot women can stay. Oh, wait, there isn't any. Yeah, Jay Spray, I haven't seen any hot border crossers. Not yet. We've been covering them for years. So if they're out there, they're hiding. All right, hooligans, let's get into the lefties losing it. This is titled, Elon's shape-shifting son blasts his father in Teen Vogue. Now, I don't know what Teen Vogue is, but that's okay. Rita will let us know. She'll learn us on it. Hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
For lefties losing it, this next clip is delicious. It's got my favorite ingredient, a big fat dose of instant karma. Watch here as some deranged Karen.
Hold on a second. My stuff's all messed up. I don't know what the hell happened. I'm having a day. This is turning into a day. I might have to drink today. Shit, we'll see. Let's try this again. Once again, this is lefties losing it.
Now it's time for lefties losing it. This next clip is delicious. It's got my favorite ingredient, a big fat dose of instant karma. Watch here as some deranged Karen accosts a man on the New York subway for the crime of wearing a MAGA cap. She felt emboldened to be a nasty bully. After all, she's in deep blue New York. But listen as others in the carriage tell her to back off. And they also tell her that people like her are the reason why Trump won. Enjoy.
That's why he won. Because people like you. That's why he won. That is why he won, because of people like you need to stop it. Let him live.
Bro, just like, bro, chill, bro. You're okay with that? He's a racist. I'm okay. How can I be racist, bro? If you He's a racist. How can I be racist? No, he's not racist. I just why are you wearing that hat?
And the best bit is about to come, because this MAGA-hating loser is about to land flat on her face. Literally.
Well, this is my stuff. I hope you enjoy the hat.
How good is that? Can you believe that crazy woman chased that poor kid? As I said, instant karma. Now, the Democrats are in all sorts of trouble. Their approval rating is under 30%, in the 20s, and the party is now being taken over by the looniest far-left radical commies to ever be elected to public office in the United States. Among them is this charmer from the great state of Texas. Let's listen to how Jasmine Crockett used to sound.
No one could have told me that when I went down to Austin, now it looks like a little bit over a year ago, that I would be running for Congress. It's just not what my plan was.
What a nice girl, but marvel here at the accent switch, or code switch, as the kids call it.
The trans kids that want to play the sports, Lord have mercy, that is the biggest issue that we had. Since when? Since when? Find the little trans child that is ruining your life. Like, I mean, I'm just like...
Talk about Kamala 2.0, God forbid. And now that she's adopted this ghetto persona, despite her private school education, including at the very expensive, very exclusive Rhodes College, Jasmine has been accused of inciting violence.
On March 29th, it's my birthday. And all I want to see happen on my birthday is for Elon to be taken down. Yes.
What a nice girl. And here she talks about wanting to punch opponents, including Ted Cruz.
I think that you punch. I think you punch. Okay, you okay with punching? But like, it's Ted Cruz. I mean, like, this dude has to be knocked over the head, like, hard, right? Like, there is no niceties with him, like, at all. Like, you go clean off on him, right?
Yes, the modern Democrats, they're the party of neo-Marxists like AOC and Bernie Sanders. They're leading the party right now, leading them straight to the depths of hell.
This isn't just about Republicans either. We need a Democratic Party that fights harder for us too.
Lying makes you have a message for Mr. Trump. And that is, we will not allow you to move this country into an oligarchy.
No wonder Gavin Newsom is trying to relaunch himself as a moderate, not the far-left governor of California. But he's got a fair bit of baggage. Even CNN can see that. Watch here as he claims that no one in his office would use the woke term Latinx, Latinxes I like to say, except, well, someone did.
By the way, not one person ever in my office has ever used the word Latinx.
So can we finally put that to bed?
Yeah,
we agree.
Where did that even
No more Latinx,
like,
everybody.
Well, I just didn't even know where it came from. I'm like, what are people talking about?
But there was a person who used Latinx. It was actually a really important person. It was him, right?
Yeah, that's right. And look, these aren't minor shifts. These are progressive issues that Gavin Newsom used to champion until fairly recently. And now he's not just walking away from them. He's sort of acting like they were never legitimate.
I hope we can really paint a picture in terms of consciousness of how impactful this has been on the Latinx community. The Latinx and black communities. You've got politicians that are banning not assault rifles, but the word Latinx. They're not even serious.
Joining me now.
He's got the voice of Two-Face.
With Alex Stein on Blaze TV. Alex, Elon Musk's transgender son has featured in Teen Vogue. Vivian Jenner Wilson is also very active online.
Could you give us some of your political beliefs?
Kill every
everyone now condone first-degree murder, advocate cannibalism, eat filth are my politics, filth is my life. Take whatever you like.
And the 20-year-old had plenty of nasty things to say about his father. He said he's a pathetic man-child. I'm not giving anyone that space in my mind. The only thing that gets to live free in my mind are drag queens. Alex, Vivian.
This person has drag queens living in their mind. But they don't need help? No. That's normal. That's a normal thing to do. I don't know. Elon should have pulled out. Either way, we're going to go ahead and get into the fun stuff. We will be opening today's door from the Advent calendar that was sent to us by Wad. And we got 2 funny videos of the day. First one's titled Not Lizzo. And then our official funny video of the day is titled Gay Parking Only. All of that's coming up next. But first, we're going to read through the chat. See what you hooligans think about the lefties losing it. Turbo, Two-Face without Batman. Yeah, he talks just like him. What's his name? Harvey? Yep. It's got the, I don't know. He needs his boyfriend to clear his throat out. Snug, Elon's it is deranged badly. Yeah. I don't know what happened to his child. I don't know if the child's supposed to, was it born a boy or a girl? It's hard to say. It's nasty looking, I know that. Turbo, drag queens belong on the track. Yeah, drag races. 10 Man, yeah, that's must. Oh, it's a son? I couldn't tell what it was. It's disgusting looking. An abomination. Cassie J, it's a stupid ass word. Yeah, Latinx. I don't even know where it came from. Russell, no drag queens are allowed in my mind. I'm the same way, Russell. Can't even picture it in my head. It's banned. It's banned content in my mind. Josh, 1776, saying that AOC's getting fat. She's about the size of a taco stand. Next year, she'll be the size of a taco truck. And finally, she'll be the size of a Taco Bell. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it, Josh. Ten Man, wanna be ratchet? Yeah, Jasmine Crockett. Snugs, it was born a boy and said that he was neglected by Elon. I don't know. I didn't have either of my parents around until I was like 12 years old. Still didn't grow up to be a shapeshifter. Like, I don't know. These weirdos out here, their excuses for being weirdos is lame. Non-existent excuses. They're just choosing to be weird and nobody corrected them because they spent 10 years telling everyone that being normal is wrong somehow. That there is no normal. We're all different. So being normal is like being a Nazi. And so being normal is bad. I don't know. We should have never did that. I think it started with that anti-bullying crap they were putting on TV. Back when we used to have after-school specials. I think that's where we went wrong. We should have left bullying intact. Wouldn't see dudes in dresses if they're still getting their ass whooped in 6th grade. You know, I'm just saying. That's how it was when I was in school. You couldn't do any of that. I remember there was a kid that had the Spice Girl Barbies in like 4th grade, and he used to bring them to school in his backpack. As soon as we found out, oh my God, we would never leave him alone. We were like taking his backpack and stuff just to see if he had him with him. Well, it straightened him out. He didn't grow up to be a weirdo. As far as I know, he's a fairly normal person, thanks to us and all that damn bullying we were doing. You know, got to make bullying great again, I swear. It's like, it's part of natural selection. Either it straightens you out or you smoke yourself and we don't have to deal with you as an adult. That might be harsh. Life's hard. Oh well. Turbo, back when BET was hot, do they still have BET? I haven't had cable in, I don't even know how long, 20 years or something like that. What's up, Miss Satan? Happy freedom to you. Bill Clay, I could see why Elon would neglect he, she. Yeah. He's like, oh no, put it back. It's not done yet. It's not cooked all the way through. My feed, it's supposed to be a boy. That's why Elon switched parties and brought Twitch. Well, I know that's why what'd he say? The woke mind virus killed his kid. Elder Zoomer, whatever it is, pray it finds Jesus. Yeah. It needs all the help it can get. Pumpkin, the oligarch, is protesting the oligarchy. Yeah. It's where we are in life. Too old to care is Latinx. Is that Mexican porn? I'm not really sure. We gotta ask New Scum. He's the one that seems to be an expert on it. And our user, Bernie's Ghetto Talk, is hilarious. Yeah, he's trying to play the game. Let's go, Brandon. Anyone calling for violence should automatically be banned from leadership roles. I totally agree. And our user loved the guy taking a pic of her face on the ground. Yeah, the woman chasing the guy with the MAGA hat. And his buddy runs up and then sticks the phone right in her face while she's laying on it. She's laying right on her face. It's so good. Told to care, survival of the fittest. That's right. Back when we used to celebrate the strongest. What's up, Smelly? Happy freedom to you. Smelly, I used to beat up bullies. That's how I was too when I got into high school. My buddies like that. I was actually friends with a huge group of kids that were all like the oddballs, more or less. Kids that got picked on, kids that were bullied and all of that. But I used to stand up to bullies like that. But when we were in elementary school, if you were acting a little frou-frou, you were getting tuned up. That's all it was. And, you know, it made us stronger. But in a way, that's kind of how I would impression kids when I was in high school. When I'd get around kids who were being bullied and they're kind of the outsiders and stuff, I'd be like, kind of nudging him, like, yo, you gonna let that guy talk to you like that? And he's like, well, yeah. Well, no. I'm gonna start talking to you like that. Well, I don't want that. Well, then you better go over there and do something about it then. And just bully them into being stronger people. And now these people are stronger adults, which is good. It's good stuff. What's up, Magic? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Devin? Happy freedom to you. The only veggie she eats is faceplant. Yes. Jay Spray, first it was the video that killed the radio star. Now it's the internet that killed the video star. Next will be AI killed the internet star. Most likely. Turbo. YouTube replaced cable. Rumble will replace YouTube and Twitch. Yeah, probably. YouTube wants to nuke themselves. They're doing okay right now, but I'm sure this censorship will come back. That's how it goes. As soon as the next big thing happens, you won't be allowed to talk about it on YouTube. Magic. Elon probably banged an alien from Dragon. What is this? Dagobah? I don't know what that is. I probably shouldn't have said it out loud. Oh well. You never know. Elon, he's got like 35 kids. He needs to stop. I mean, he might be the richest person in the world, but if he keeps shitting out children like that, he won't be. Child support is expensive. It's very expensive. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and get into the fun stuff of the day. Now, before we do, I want to remind you hooligans really quick. If you would like to support the live to keep us running, you're welcome to use that Linktree link in the description in order to send donations. You can do that by using PayPal, Cash App, Stripe, Locals, Buy Me a Coffee, or you can even send crypto. Like I said, we're going to open today's door from the Advent calendar that was sent to us by Wad. I don't know what today is. Probably day 12, I think. Either way, excited to see what we get today. Oh, 3, 6, 9. Today is day 12. Whoa. Advent calendar ASMR. Couldn't find it anywhere else. Let's see. Get the scraps out of here. Today we got Drinks by the Drum. This is Mortlock? I don't know. We'll go with Mortlock. 12 years old. Single malt Scotch whiskey. But this is some good stuff. Yes, this is like the third or fourth one we got from Drinks by the Drum, and I've tried 2 of them, and they're fantastic. Thank you so much, Wad. I appreciate you. All right, we're going to get into these funny videos. It says this is the Explorers edition. That must be why the numbers are all over the place. All right, let's get these funny videos of the day pulled up. Yes, it is this one. Trying to remember. All right, hooligans. Like I said, this is our funny videos of the day. This first one's titled, Not Lizzo.
What brought the orgy to a grinding halt? What are you thinking? Okay. Special musical guest Lizzo. Okay.
Oh no. All right, let's get into our official funny video of the day. This video cracks me up. Come in now. And it's TikTok, so it's going to give me a hard time, because that's what it does. Go away. I don't need to authenticate shit. Get out of my face. Dusty bitch. Anyways, this is titled Gay Parking Only.
Hello, sir.
Hi.
Is this your vehicle right here?
Yes.
There's actually a gay parking only.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Are you gay?
No.
Oh, you're not. Yeah, it's gonna be a small fine, sir.
Okay, I got somewhere to go. I really don't think.
Unless you're like, you could just
what
like.
if I just say I'm gay?
Yeah, if you say you're gay, I could let you go.
Okay, I'm gay.
You're gay. All right. I need a couple like questions though.
Sure.
Can you give me your best gay voice to prove that you're gay?
I'm gay.
You're gay? All right, sir. Are you a top or a bottom?
I have no idea.
When you're in bed with your man, are you on the top or are you on the bottom?
Varies.
Varies? So like, depends what mood you're in and shit?
Yeah.
Okay, for sure. On a scale of 1 through 10, how gay are you?
I don't know, 5.
A 5?
Normal, yeah.
All right, for sure. How many men have you slept with?
In my life?
Yeah.
1.
1 man?
Yeah.
All right, for sure. And then last one right here. Do you spit or do you swallow?
Spit.
You spit? All right, for sure. All right, you have a good day, man.
Okay.
All right, for sure.
Oh no. Just give me the ticket. I ain't doing none of that. Holy. Jesus loves us. Not after you say stuff like that. Jesus probably don't love you, but that's okay. I'm going to grab this Linktree link because that is all the coffee I had for you guys today. I think we are going to take a shot here, but first we're going to drop this Linktree link in all of the chats. We're going to read through, and we got the Pledge of Allegiance coming up next. Gay parking only. I can't believe he believed it. You could tell he's a Democrat just for believing that. I don't know. Anyways, there is the Linktree link where all of my links are listed. So if you'd like to make donations, join membership programs, or purchase any merch, would really appreciate it. All of your guys' contributions keep us running every day except for Sunday, because we got to have a day to recharge those batteries. Definitely go join Discord. Discord is our free hooligan community. It's the best way to be notified every single time we go live. The hooligans are there keeping the conversation going 24/7, and we have 2 news boards to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. So definitely go join Discord. If you're feeling real saucy, go join jeffmaclive.com. Over on the website, it is the best way to experience the live. Our built-in chat has more ability than any other platform. You can post memes and GIFs and custom emojis and links and all kinds of stuff right there while watching the live. You will have access to Hooligans Alley. You'll have access to the forums. You'll have access to the arcade. And you will also have access to our advanced messaging system with built-in group chats that gives you the ability to text each other, call each other, video call each other, group texting, group calling, group video calling, and more. jeffmaclive.com is the place to be and the home of the hooligans. So definitely go get yourself a membership. Let's take a little sip of today's whiskey. Let's see what it's like. because today is kind of a day. Oh, Jesus loves us. I'm going to let that sit for a second. We're going to read through the chat. Josh 1776, it's been good. The vitamin D stuff, it's awesome. Appreciate you, Josh. Turbo, you said I'm not top or a bottom. I'm from the back. That's terrible. That's terrible. 10-man damn Fruit Loop. Mm-hmm. Turbo, Jeff Mac Live, but Hooligans Against Humanity. We should come out with our own cards. I should talk to Alistair about that because I love the Cards Against Humanity or whatever. Maybe he could come up with something. Nah, Turbo, I can't take a whole shot. I still gotta leave. I pretty much just suffer until I go live. I have all these things I want to do, but I can't do shit until I go to work. And so when I get done working, then I have a long list of things to do. And you can't do that when you're drunk off 12-year-old scotch. Told to care, let it breathe. I'm trying. Enter user after that. Can I have a whiskey? I got a plethora over here. You could try enter user. You can pick a flavor you like. Told to care, too much info. Mm-hmm. I like how he said he wasn't gay, but then he had all these answers to these gay questions. I think he was coming out of the closet. Totally care, Cards Against Humanity, fun game. Yeah, I think they call him the Bap Cat or something like that. He's over on TikTok. And the videos are pretty hilarious. Thank you for being here, Viola. What's up, Southern Eagleman? Happy Freedom. What's up, Starn? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Mr. Dude? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Shark? Shark, never paid for cable once in my life. Saved a lot of money and time. No, that's true. Cable is a waste of money. All right, we're going to take a little sip. Cheers, hooligans. A little spicy. A little bit. Lingering flavor. I drink about half of it. It'll be all right. Whew. The smell is awful, though. It's like drinking garbage juice water. That's what it smells like, but taste is all right. Anyways, let's try and do the Pledge of Allegiance. Let's see how this goes. What? Turbo, I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, hooligans, I'm going to be struggling through this. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. Whew. All right, hooligans. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. It is so hard to do the Pledge of Allegiance while your mouth is over salivating. Anyways, we're going to read through the chat one last time just to make sure no hooligans are left behind. But we are wrapping this up. We will be live again tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. We'll keep an eye out for Caroline Levitt just in case we have a press briefing, which I'm thinking we might, considering we haven't had one yet this week. We'll also keep an eye on President Trump's schedule to see if we can capture him live, because you never know what he's up to. But like I said, make sure you're here 3 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. We're reading through and then we're wrapping her up. Yeah, Josh 1776, that's what we aim for is 3 o'clock, but very rarely do we make it at that point. Turbo, sexist pledge, I swear. What'd I do? I don't even know what I did. 10-man, yeah, it's a little rough. It's a little strong. I need some ice. Happy freedom to you, hair juicer. I hope you start feeling better. Hey, thank you for being here, Too Old to Care. Thank you, Rappy. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening as well. What's up, Turtle? Happy freedom to you. Bill Clay, the drunk pledge. I'm not quite drunk. Happy freedom to you, Wild Turkey. Thank you, Pumpkin. You're the bestest. Thank you, Meta. What's up, loves? Happy freedom. And cheers to you. Thanks for being here, 10 Man. Thank you, Cassie J. All blessings to you, Too Old to Care. All right, hooligans. I think we are good to go. Like I said, we will be live again tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern Time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. We will do our best to cover President Trump, and we will also be keeping an eye out for Caroline Leavitt in case she's going to do a press briefing. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Either way, I will be posting a link to the feedback forums if you guys would like to give me feedback for new ideas of things to do live or suggestions on how I can make all of this a little bit better. So definitely fill out these feedback forms. You can do it anonymously if you want to, but either way, I'll post it in the chats right when we wrap this up. So either way, go enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you guys all for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Go find some good food. That's what I'm going to be doing. Enjoy the rest of your night. Definitely be safe. Those crazies and the damn Democrats, one and the same, are still out there. They're angry and cutting their wieners off like never before. So definitely be safe out there. Huge shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership programs, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans, and I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support, and I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.